Will the Far Cry license manage to make a comeback, or is it running out of steam? Welcome to Yara, a tropical island ruled by a terrible dictator, Anton Castillo and his son, Diego. Behind the island's picture-perfect landscape lies a deep divide between those loyal to the dictator and the guerrilla gangs trying to put an end to the government's abuses and drug running. Your character, Danny Rojas, can be played as either a man or a woman. Danny is an orphan who's joined the Libertad Guerrillas, a group made up of various combatants who've all managed to escape the regime. Your job is to convince the various resistance groups around the island to join together in overthrowing the government. Throughout your adventure, you'll meet a variety of endearing characters. Some, we'll admit, are a bit over the top, but the narration of this opus is particularly well done, and more present than in the last Far Cry, which gives more rhythm and diversity to your missions. That said, your progress will be limited by a zone and level system that's a little over-controlled and occasionally frustrating, and which may push those lacking in courage to hesitate before undertaking certain missions. Still, the whole thing is set in a decidedly gorgeous landscape. This paradisical island is directly inspired by Cuba and is reminiscent of some of the landscapes from the beginning of the Far Cry series. Ubisoft once again shows off their mastery of the open world and the gorgeous details of Yara and the quality of this game's visual effects, and none of which take away from the fluidity of the game. The sense of immersion is reinforced by the crafting of Yaran culture, which you'll discover in your time in the revolutionary camps. There, you'll be able to participate in a variety of activities, including cockfighting and rounds of dominoes. You'll also discover some of the island's wildlife through hunting and fishing in spots well known to the locals. But don't lose sight of your ultimate goal: liberating the island from the iron grip of its dictator. And pretty much all means justify that end. You can sabotage military equipment, take over roadblocks, and even free guerrillas being held hostage. But Anton Castillo's soldiers won't exactly make that easy for you, and you'll need to adopt a playing style that's simultaneously powerful and discreet. For that, you'll have access to a diverse and customizable arsenal, including both classic weapons and more original ones, which you can build yourself using recycled items. That matches up with the guerrillas resolver ideology of always using the appropriate tools for any given situation. You'll also be able to unlock Supremos, backpacks which will give you a special attack along with the faster reload speed if you manage to kill soldiers. And customization in this game isn't limited to weapons. You'll also be able to customize Danny with equipment to improve your stats. And of course, even the best guerrilla is nothing without their comrades in arms. Throughout the adventure, you'll meet friends who will follow you into battle. Each has their own unique skills, though some of those do eventually prove underwhelming. In short, all of those ingredients that come together to make the perfect Far Cry recipe can be found in this game. A well-crafted, rich open world, a strong sense of humor, and interesting, charismatic characters like Anton Castillo played to excellence by Giancarlo Esposito. This latest Far Cry game sets itself apart in its well-developed narrative and original game mechanics, even if they do occasionally slow down your progress. We give a solid 8 out of 10 to this Far Cry, which manages to bring new life to the license, all while keeping what originally made it so good.